you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in a castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Storybook Crochet. Today I am going to show you how to crochet the chevron stitch. This is such a fun stitch that creates a beautiful zigzag pattern that we all love. It's perfect for blankets, scarves, and so many other projects. I'll walk you through step by step so you can easily follow along, whether you're a confident beginner or just looking to learn something new. So let's grab our yarn and hooks and let's get started. For materials today, you can use any weight yarn that you prefer and a suitable hook for that yarn. For myself, I am using a worsted weight 4 yarn. I am using a US H crochet hook. And then you're going to want some scissors and a yarn needle to weave in your ends. Alright, so let's get started with our foundation chain. So to start out, we're going to make a slip knot. And for the chevron stitch, you'll need to chain in a multiple of 17. So that means any number that 17 can multiply into evenly. So 17, 34, 51, 68, and so on. I am going to put a chart up on the screen with the different blanket widths. You can use that as a guide to decide how wide you would like your project to be. Once you choose your size, go ahead and chain until you reach that multiple of 17 that matches your desired width. I am going to just be chaining 34 for my project just to show you how to do it. Take your time here and count carefully. This stitch really depends on that repeat being correct, so double check your count before moving on. Once you have reached your multiple of 17, we're going to add an additional 16 chains to the end. These extra 16 chains will help to set up the first row and get our chevron pattern started correctly. So to recap, chain a multiple of 17 for your width and then add 16 more chains. We are now ready to start row number 1 now that we have our correct chain length. So this pattern will involve a series of decreases and some increases to make the chevron shape that we're wanting. So the first stitch that we're going to do is actually going to be a single crochet together. So we're going to go starting in the second chain from our hook. We're going to insert our hook into that second chain, pull through a loop, and then you're going to insert your hook into the next chain and then pull through a loop. So you'll have 3 loops on your hook now. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So we made those 2 chains into 1 stitch there. Next, we're going to single crochet in the next 5 chains. After our 5 single crochets, we're going to put 3 single crochets in the next chain. So this will be our increase stitch. So all 3 of these single crochets will go into that very next chain. And this is going to be the very top part of our kind of triangle shape that we're making. After our 3 single crochets are complete, we are next going to single crochet in the next 7 chains. So with that, you can already see the chevron is starting to take shape. For this next part, this will be the part that you're going to repeat across most of your row. So we're now going to skip the next 2 chains. So we will not work into those 2. And then find that 3rd chain, and you're going to make 7 more single crochets across. Once you have your 7 complete, you're going to put 3 single crochets in the next stitch. Okay, and after your 3 increase there, you're going to make 7 more single crochets. And that is the pattern you're going to repeat across until the end. When you have 7 stitches left, I will show you how to finish off your row. So skip 2 stitches, make 7 single crochets, then you're going to put 3 single crochets in the next stitch and then make 7 more single crochets. This will all be written on the screen so you can follow along for the rest of your row number 1. Once you get your last increase done of the row, you should have 7 stitches left. We're going to go ahead and put 5 single crochets across. After you get your 5 done, we're going to decrease in those last 2. So again, you're going to insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. And that finishes off round number 1. And you can see that our chevron stitch is starting to take shape. To start row number 2, we are going to start by chaining 1 and then turning our piece over. So for the rest of the rows throughout your entire project, we will be working in the back loop only. So if you can see the top of your stitches here, each one makes a little V. Normally we would go under both of the loops there of our V to make our stitches. For this one, we're going to go in between the V and just work under that back loop. And as I said, this is going to be for every single row from here on out. So to start row number 2, and this will be our repeating row throughout, so once you have this row down, you'll be able to finish your project. So once we have that done, we're going to go into that first stitch and pull up a loop, and then go into the next stitch and pull up a loop. So you're making a decrease for your first stitch. So we have our decrease, and now you're going to single crochet in the next 5 back loops. So you can see now working in that back loop leaves this nice little ridge here, and it just gives a nice effect for your blanket. Now that we have our 5 complete, we're going to go into the very tip there and make our 3 single crochets in the next stitch. After you complete those 3 single crochets, we're next going to make 7 single crochets across, all in that back loop. All right, so we have our first point complete there. So moving on to the second one, we're going to skip those next 2 stitches there, and then you're going to make 7 single crochets. And then you're going to make your 3 single crochets in the top. So you're just going to repeat that across. So after your 3, you're going to make 7, skip 2 stitches, make 7, and then 3 increase in the top until your last peak here. After your last increase, you're going to make 5 single crochets. And then over the last 2, you're going to make your decrease. At the point where you have your 3 loops left, you can change colors if you're wanting to do that, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. So you'll want to grab your scissors here and just cut a little bit shorter of a tail. You will need to weave those in at the end, so go ahead and add enough that you can weave in. And then grab your second color, and then you're just going to pull that yarn through those 3 loops to attach that. And then you'll chain 1 and turn. So at this point, like I said, you're just going to repeat row number 2. So I will write up on the screen what row number 2 consists of so that you can just read that to follow along to create your chevron blanket. Let me know in the comments which colors you are using for your project today. This stitch looks especially beautiful with lots of colors. You can really make those peaks and valleys pop with stripes, soft gradients, bold rainbows, and neutrals. It works well for all of these colors. I would love to hear all the color combinations that you have come up with. And that is how you crochet the chevron stitch. Once you get the rhythm down, it works up beautifully and has such a satisfying repeat. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Let me know in the comments what you'd love to make using your chevron stitch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
I can wait another minute. I can wait another second to be